One day, Eugene noticed a peculiar change in his Alabai's behavior. The dog stopped sleeping in its booth and refused to seek shelter during thunderstorms, opting instead to stay outside in the rain. At first, he dismissed it as a mere quirk, but as days passed, he grew concerned. Driven by a mix of curiosity and worry, Eugene decided to investigate. He peered into the kennel, only to find an unexpected surprise: a beautiful husky with a litter of small puppies. He was taken aback, not knowing how or why the husky had ended up there. The puzzle deepened as he recalled that the husky had visited the center a few months ago, wandering around with his Alabai. Back then, he hadn't thought much of it, assuming the husky belonged to one of the visitors. But now, everything fell into place. The husky had been trying to communicate something to Eugene through her visits, but he hadn't paid attention. Regret washed over him as he realized that the husky had sought help and comfort at the recreation center. Eugene began to piece together the story of the husky's journey. After she had visited the center, she disappeared for a while, and he had assumed she'd moved on or found another home. However, she returned, and it was evident she had been pregnant. She had chosen the safety and familiarity of the recreation center to give birth to her puppies. Touched by the husky's plight, Eugene resolved to help her and her puppies. He decided to care for them until the puppies were old enough to be adopted into loving homes. As days turned into weeks, Eugene formed a special bond with the husky, who displayed unwavering loyalty and gratitude. But as time passed, he knew the day would come when he'd have to part ways with the husky and her pups. The husky had become an inseparable part of the center, just like his Alabai, and the thought of saying goodbye was heart-wrenching. As the puppies grew, one of them stood out, nearly a carbon copy of Eugene's Alabai. It was as if destiny had brought them together. Although it was difficult to let go, he knew he had to keep this special puppy as a living memory of the husky and a reminder of the importance of paying attention to those who sought help and understanding. With the rest of the puppies placed in loving homes, Eugene named the special one Hope and introduced her to the life at the recreation center.